I'm trying to decide the fate of Hearthstone, and I've made a video where things get kind of weird. I need to refresh each time to find the newest video, but here it is. So what I wanted to do is create this Project Unclearable, basically fight against board clears, and then realize something very funny. No one plays board clears, except for Death Knight. So the best way to play around board clears is to concede to Death Knight. So fucking difficult to do that. Again, I don't care about win rate. I usually care about the fun aspect because I can actually evaluate, and it's fun for me personally. This was the first iteration of the deck. It had like the egg. I still have Rancher. Groovy Cat technically goes against Borklers. Even if it dies, it generates value. You have Zombie as well. You have enough Death Rattles to survive. And the moment you feel like your opponent does not have Borklers, Drum Circle can come down. But you must be like very desperate. Drum Circle is a win condition card where you play on a board that you already have control over. So the best thing to do is not run out of cards, which is the last iteration, the third iteration that I did of the deck, is the one that actually draws some cards. Isn't that cool? So I looked into like some basic cards like Okani and that Bomb Legendary. Very difficult to clear. Somehow I skipped through that. What I wanted to calculate was like reach of how much damage I do to my opponents, even if I lose. It's still very difficult to click all the buttons and keep track of everything. It's kind of annoying. I don't know why it's so difficult. But anytime, maybe before like a loss, I would check what kind of reach I have gained. Still very complicated. So like keeping track of everything all the time is actually too complicated. So the best thing to do is like remind yourself at specific points in time to check the stats. And I also forgot to check how many games I played. The funny thing is about Hearthstone, after 8 years of its existence, we still do not have stats that tells us which games we won against which kinds of opponents. The recent opponents don't actually showcase which class they played. So I remember, more things. I want to remember things. I want to have stats to look back to. And there's nothing. There's just this. I'm like surprised how fucking stupid this is. Elder Scrolls Legends has a normal stat chart where you get to see like last 30 games or something. And this doesn't have any of that. Do I need to level up my character stats? Does that matter more? Getting 1,000 wins, guys. It's still cool. You see, I mained Shaman for a long time. For the entirety of Hearthstone, I main Shaman, and now I main Druid. And it's gonna be my second most played class, technically. I played Shaman for so long, it's crazy. I don't actually hold any memory of that, but you can imagine. I've been grinding that shit when I was a little child. But let's keep going. In this video again, I slowly started realizing there's no Borklers. Only Death Knight has Borklers. And Demon Hunter technically resets the game with one Borkler. Which you keep in mind of, and, well, you can actually play around that. It deals 3 damage to everything. Maybe your creatures will survive that, It's not an impossible task. Everything else Maybe Mage, a little bit, cares about that, like Blizzard and the Scourge thing or whatever that summons skeletons. Whatever. There's no Borklers though. Oh, and Priest. Priest is the worst. Priest is the second worst. Actually, these three guys that are above 50%, technically they run Borklers, except for Green Death Knight, which is actually going to get nerfed. That's the other reason why I have to make this episode. And I believe this is a speed round. I have to show you guys in 1 hour how stupid Hearthstone is currently. And obviously Blizzard wouldn't be Blizzard if they wouldn't shove another middle finger up our asses and give us another terrible patch to look at. So you guys want to react to nerfs? The reason why this is a speed round is because I'm angry and I want to release my anger and punch Hearthstone in the face, as it deserves. So while I make this video, every now and then I'll make a pause and punch invisible Hearthstone developers where, or press their buttons, you know, nerf their ability to live a life. Only in imaginary worlds, though. I will need a patch where they actually get summoned into, you know, where I live. It's possible to transfer pain just by speaking, just by making other people watch your video. You can transfer pain that way. It's not impossible. YouTube is full of interesting things and possibilities, guys. Just like you can electrocute people with electrons, out of all things. So if electrons can do crazy things, I'm sure anything is possible over the internet, you know? Anyways, yes. This is unorthodox. What the fuck is that fucking word? Unorthodox? Unordinary? What? Why did I even want to say that? It's so stupid. Unorthodox. What the fuck? No one... What the fuck is this word? It's in my head right now. Get it out! What? I spelled it correctly and it says it's incorrect? But the Google says it's correct? I'm dying, guys. This is the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And it keeps multiplying. Someone has to stop this egg hatching adventure of evil. I just want to show you guys. So, the funny thing is, let's look into the patch, alright? I'm gonna talk about the patch. It's gonna be so fun, guys. But if you watch my previous videos, I complained. I'm like, no, buffs don't do shit. Zeddy says the same thing. Buffs don't do anything. Literally the same exact setup as it was before. Besides Priest and Demon Hunter figuring out those special little decks for themselves to be able to squeeze through into this top 4 metagame, basically, while everyone else gets to suffer in pain. I also looked into win rates of every single format just to look at whether it's healthy or not across. And obviously, Classic is full of shit. But there's still 5 playable classes. And everyone else who plays these classes, they're clowns. They're losers. Especially Shaman, which makes me cry inside. But then Druid kind of, tilts. No, I don't care about Classic. I'm looking at the numbers, right? Whether the format is healthy. And this doesn't look healthy. In fact, I would love if Classic actually got a few nerfs. Based on the data. Because we didn't have data back in the day. But now we do. Now we can actually change things and make Classic interesting, potentially. I'm just surprised that Classic exists as a thing. Like, who asked for that? If you're not maintaining your thing, then move it out of my way. They just fill it with bots and it's like, wow, congratulations. I guess your job well done. Everyone's gonna play Classic now. That's a cool thing to do. I don't know about duels, but this looks delicious. Alright? This looks fine. Yes, there's 2 classes that are struggling. And it's not supposed to be that difficult to bump them up a little bit, right? I would imagine. But it's like, it's so simple. Just take care of this thing. Don't worry about top 1,000 legend players. For fuck's sake. I don't care about that stuff. This number concerns me the most. It's like all the games combined. And like clearly some classes are struggling to win games. Now, I don't care about winning games, guys. There's so much worse. When you unpack when you put a layer of not caring to win games and you're trying to enjoy Hearthstone, you also contract a mental illness immediately. Oh, you're trying to have fun in Hearthstone? Are you fucking stupid? Literally, the stupidest deck has been invented. Dancing Paladin. What does Dancing Paladin do? Draws 1 card, plays 1 card, and wins with that 1 card. Because it has lifesteal and it resets the game. Isn't that exciting? 1 card. Oh, it reminds me of that other thing. Alarmabot, yeah. That switches with your card in your hand. No, it resets the game. That 5-mana card, it creates a deck. 1 legendary creates a deck. Have you seen that before? A legendary card creates a deck. I've never seen that before. And Paladin, drum rolls please, does not get any nerfs. Not a single one, not even in an indirect fucking neutral nerf or something. No, that did not happen. Paladin is gonna go escape this fate of nerves. But what am I looking at here? Do I like killing 1-drops with divine shields? Is that my favorite thing to do? Probably not. Can I not deal with that shit anymore? I had enough. Just nerf it for the sake of changing the metagame a little bit. Where new decks are going to be able to be built. It's actually good if you're trying to earn money. But you know what else is good when you're trying to earn money? Not to screw up your fucking game in the first place! My anger went to next level. So let me just, release my anger. Every now and then, I will have to do that. Because I'm fucking... I can't deal with this shit. And Hearthstone is going to lose its reputation from -11 to who knows what at this point. The rules are... Every 25 points, I can destroy Hearthstone's reputation. Slowly. Catching my breath right now. But the idea is, Hearthstone is #1 right now. And it's very difficult to destroy something like that. But it's fun to try. I would like time-lapse mode. Where you can slowly see the screen change. And like values change in a time-lapse manner. That would be fucking awesome. I think. Not only Paladin did not get nerfed, but it's a lot worse than you think, guys. Literally 2 classes, man. Instead they nerfing Demon Hunter like crazy. Like 4 cards are nerfed for Demon Hunter, which is not the main one that's supposed to be nerfed, or like main 2. That creates a problem. The fucking legendary that keeps attacking for every spell, and the actual spell that resets the game that I just said about. Oh look, 3 damage to everything and I heal that much. Shouldn't have built the board. What a loser. I didn't play any cards as a demon hunter because all my cards are spells. Like, what the fuck is this shit, right? I'm okay with it getting nerfed, but they didn't nerf the right cards. They didn't give a fuck about that. Like, what the fuck is this shit? I'm just surprised. Alright, so we went from 40% to 60%, which we went over the uncanny valley. Now the thing's gonna get more and more serious as we climb the mountain of actual multiplier. 1.6 right now. It literally felt like when I had to play against Dancing Paladin a bunch of times. And I didn't actually play against the Blood Knight just one time. Just one time. One Green Knight, one Blood Knight, two Freeze Knights. This is the first Freeze Knight. He gets rolled. Rolling. Can't do shit anymore. Besides freezing the board. So it was a good start to the video, and I was like, okay, that's fine. But yeah, no one actually plays Borklers unless it's those three classes that didn't show up. I just saw a bunch of Paladins. And that was kind of annoying. He dies, explodes. Crazy opening, by the way, from this Paladin. Let me show you guys. One drop into that. It's a very basic opening, but it's so fucking annoying. Experiment. There's no point, man. There's no point in life anymore. There you go. I wanted to concede that I win this game. What happened? I actually was able to turn things around and make him explode, right? Can I have a charge minion or buff minion? No, I lost! I lost because he pulled out Alex. The only thing he needs. 4 damage. Just have a sword. Sword has been found, basically. Again, I was trying to check if I can play around like Borklers by adding specific cards into my deck. That was the whole experiment, but it turned into fucking fiesta. Of if my opponent has a good opener, then I lose. Because I don't have Borklers as a druid, but that's the fun of it, you know. Then I was like looking at how many players I was playing against. And apparently it was 4, exactly, as I remember. But it would have been so nice to have a chart of things. So now we get to the second iteration of the deck. And, Warrior, with shitty opening as well. Couldn't quite handle me. Especially after I played this. They literally have no Borklers. He played the only Borkler with the fire spell thing, which is not supposed to be used as a Borkler. It just enables a bunch of damaged creatures, basically. But I mean, maybe you could play... You can't, because Spire spell is actually quite expensive and you don't have that many. So, he just exploded. And at this point I felt very confident that the game is not gonna suck ass. But in the end of this video, I reached rank 4. Golden rank 4. And I still have Hearthstone open, and here's the proof. 4. Rank 4. I just dropped. Despite having such a very interesting start of the game. I don't even have to have this open, because we're not going to play Hearthstone. That's for sure. I'm not interested anymore. Yeah, if the opening is all that matters, I mean, it's fucking stupid. It always has been this way, but now it's extra stupid when you know there's a lot of power crept cards that are expensive and can do broken shit. But somehow they don't exist. Somehow I can't add it to my deck and destroy my opponent if they just play small creatures and stuff. And they just run out of resources. I don't know, man. It's a little bit confusing. This is literally the first time a Borkler was played. It was Blizzard. I believe that the Frost Knight should have played something, but didn't do that. I mean, I was clearable this whole time, and if you clear me, then I lose. So what options do I have? You know, I play this 7 mana card, and if they clear the 7 mana card with 3 mana, I wasted my entire turn, and they get to add a little bit more tempo to it. And it gets so much worse if they had tempo to begin with. So basically, I did nothing, and they get to attack face for free. What is that? And here's where I discovered nerfs, guys. The patch is going to be added. And it confused me because Rogue is like the worst performing class right now. It's the lowest win rate of all classes. So, and it's literally in the middle. Demon Hunter, as you can see, I believe 3 nerfs. Yeah, this is summoning a demon or whatever. I've never seen this card being played. So that's pretty interesting. Am I right? I didn't see that many Demon Hunters, and they didn't actually cause me any problems, so I don't know what's going on. I just don't understand. And then, a Nubarak. Yeah, that's cool. I don't actually play this. I don't have it. Damn it, I wish I could check right now. But once it got nerfed first time, like, why would I keep it, you know? Even if I did have it. This card, I already forgot the name. But you know what it does. It's a legendary for Death Knight. Green, 2 green Death Knight cards. I don't care about green Death Knight, alright? It's kind of... It also didn't show up in low ranks. I don't know... Why should I complain about this? Blood Death Knight. That one sucks. That one's not interactive. That's not fun. But they don't care. Who cares about fun, bro? They also nerfed around cards and even Zeddy's like, what is going on? Just kill the Naga card. Nerf it to oblivion. Not the cards that enable the card. How does that make any sense? The main card does not get nerfed, which could be enabled in different ways anyways, while you just nerf around the cards. Like, this card also is not problematic. You have to think what actually enables this shit. And what enables is the fact that Demon Hunter gets to survive. So, in the end of the video, Zeddy's like, well, you should have nerfed the Borkler. Is that one card that would have been nice to... I mean, to be nerfed. I would say there's more to it, because there's no Paladin nerfs. Not a single one. Paladin is also top class. So what's the hold up? Even Priest got nerfed. How did Paladin just dodged everything? What kind of divine shield does it have all of a sudden? What is going on, right? So, Freeze Death Knight did not get nerfed, and Blood Death Knight did not get nerfed. The 2 classes, two variations of a Death Knight that I fucking hate. And the green one is like, fuck it. I don't care. If they draw this card, you got lucky. Congratulations. I don't care, bro. I hate it. It's nice that they nerfed it. It's a long time coming. But what the fuck? What is that? Where does the other 2 colors of Bugatti? You know?
What color is your Bugatti?
Clearly green. Clearly was green this whole time. That was my color of Bugatti. I don't understand, bro. It's hilarious. And then you have buffs to warrior, to warlock. Was this necessary? This thing to get buffed? None of these buffs matter, basically. Maybe warrior's a little bit important, but whatever is gonna happen to these cards, these 3 cards, this is also a meme. They probably just tried to buff this card because it's literally a fucking meme. It's gonna go to 4 mana or whatever. We don't know, obviously. But it looks like the juiciest middle finger after a middle finger has been served the last time. One more. Just now, you keep on coming, Blizzard. You're doing a great job delivering emotional damage. Because that's clearly what they're trying to do here. It's so annoying, bro. Stay tuned for this video. This should be fun. The actual names of the cards. Because, as you have heard, I try to describe a card called Attack Spell Naga. And if you type in that in the search bar, that one card that you will get. Let me try. Because if that's how you find a card, instead of like remembering stupid fucking names, it's way better. Alright? It's just like remembering titles. Who's the king of YouTube or whatever? Me, of course. But don't tell anyone, alright? Don't tell anyone. Especially not Mr. Beast. I'll beat him up in the dream world. I'll tell him in the dream world. I'm actually the king of YouTube. Naga spell attack. Naga. What the f... Ga. No? Fuck you then. How do you do that? How do you search for, you know, cast spell? What the fuck? Fuck this search bar. They're stupid. They're idiots, man. I know my search bar works exactly the same way, but it's not actually mine. Alright? So if you, like, search for elapsed time, let's say, you get nothing. But I would fix that immediately if I knew how to fucking do that. But this is not mine. Alright? Like, this is so stupid. Technically, my search bar can find things, but it's still, like, it can't search multiple words. But that's fine, alright? Don't worry about it. I'll do it so it can do that. It's so easy to do as well. So then I can't actually make this video. And I'm angrier now. What? I can't make this video? It's a bad idea. For fuck's sake, man. How do you find cards then? What is this what is this fucking game? Just give me fucking I don't even know. Just give me a half-baked Hearthstone engine, and I can just fix it and make a good game out of it. Can someone hand it over for me? We'll fix it in like 1 month and have a better Hearthstone than Hearthstone ever was. And here we go, the first fucking hit of reputation to 12. So I am so much happier now. Look at me. Let's also not forget what they did to Tavern Brawl. Yeah, not only the last one before that slipped through my hands, but this, the most recent one, sucks balls. Alright? Oh, you got 1 card. You can use 1 card. And the way you're gonna use it is very simple. Just get a Barclay. Of course. My favorite thing. But it gets worse, because every now and then, the heroic brawl shows up as well. It steals money from people, and steals fun from me, because I'm not gonna play this stupid fucking brawl. And I get no content. I get a fucking vacation, basically. Congratulations. For that one. Yeah, and the most requested feature for me... What the fuck is wrong with these ropers, basically? You should lose reputation if you're, like, way below average in the amount of time you spend for your fucking turns. Like, for fuck's sake. People who play the game faster should be respected. You know. They should get higher MMR because, like, that's cool. You're not wasting anyone's time. The game is more fun to play. Simple. That's how respect's supposed to work. But no. This is gonna be fucking, like, this game gonna look like this forever and ever. Gonna look the same exact way. And gonna feel exact same way too. And no one's gonna be faster or actually care and just gonna go to the toilet and a random time and within the battle. Oh, you can do that, of course, for free. So much time has been wasted, and I get frustrated every time because there's nothing I can do about it. Except play against bots, you know? In Elder Scrolls Legends. Way more fun than real players all of a sudden because there's no respect for the game. They play meme decks. Also, you should be respected if you play many cards, you know. Or you play for a long time in the game. You survive for a long time while playing a lot of cards and not just controlling the fucking board. That would be cool respect too, if you're like interacting with the board, but that can be just enforced properly. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to waste time here. Why would I think all the time that I would rather play against bots? Like, and it's so annoying because, again, when we go back and think about Dancing Paladin, the most stupidest deck in the world, and I'll show you. I'll show you how stupid it is. A Paladin went down to like 7 health, 3 health, and came back all the way to winning the game or just frustrating me to oblivion because I can't go through that fucking Annoytron taunt. It's like, wow, so cool. The craziest taunt has been invented. Like, how do I do that? Deal with this shit. Do I just keep attacking into it while he spawns more of that shit? Because while you're dealing with one Annoytron, he just plays the 5-drop again. And just flops it again. It's so stupid. I also lost this game because, this card into, you know what, Eviscerate. And I had 3 health left. Special Evisceration, you know. I wouldn't complain. Because I can just play Taunt and be fine with that. And my opponent would struggle, killing me. That's some strategy. That's something I can play around. Weapons? I don't need weapon removal. That's for losers. You just play Taunt. Except, you know, all of these special strategies are going extinct, including silencing opponent's creatures, which would be nice to have, especially when your opponent is dancing a lot. Fucking shut the fuck up. Your body's too loud right now. Sit down, bro. No. Only Druid has one silence card, basically. Isn't that cool? But that's not why I play Druid. You know, not to catch dancers against me. There's only two classes like that. There's also Warlock. Also dancing with demons and stuff. But they don't show up as often because they don't have enough divine shields. Alright, the dancing begins, basically. From here. And guess what happened? Well, you don't get to see what happened, because I got tired of killing this shit. It came back, and it created another Annoytron. And I just gave up, because fuck this shit. Like, what am I supposed to do? You draw your card, you win the game, bro. Who fucking cares? So exciting. He's gonna heal to full because of that stupid Annoyatron bot. And he's gonna play more of the shit. So he kills that off, and he plays it the same turn. Summoning a 9-drop. Easily. Healing himself at the same time. Like, what the fuck are we looking at? This is all because of a fucking one legendary card in his deck that carries the entire fucking deck. And no, it's a completely normal deck. It's so fun. So fun to play. For who? Which side is having fun here? He's replaying one card and I'm smashing fucking death rattle garbage. That if I had silence, I just win. By default. Oh, I have silence now, I win. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, the weirdest thing is like, oh, look at this board at turn 6, basically. And it gets even juicier past this point. Into this. At turn 7. And I still don't win. By default, I have to go through taunt and taunt and taunt and taunt because of one card. Of course. I understand. Very fun deck. Super cool. I'll just concede and let you play with someone else. Alright? No problem. This one I destroy. No questions asked. This one cannot even clear this board. Got destroyed, basically. No questions asked. When I don't stumble upon some fucking magical unicorn, my opponent just gets destroyed. In this case, it's probably a unicorn. You have a hammer that didn't got nerfed. Even Zeddy suggested the nerf, but nope. Let's ignore that shit. So a hammer is a 2/2. Weapon, that's also +4/+4 on turn 6. 2-drop, technically a 6/6, basically. 2 mana 6/6 on before turn 6. Or exactly on turn 6. And it could have been worse. Could have been so much worse, am I right? Well, I conceded, obviously. Am I gonna play this shit? What else do we have? Fill the board. I think I win this one easily, right? Or has he started dancing? Well, he started dancing at 3 health. So that means he won the game. Alright? You understand? He won the game. Fair and square. Look at that. Thaddeus. Filled the board with shit. Still has lifesteal on the board. This is turn 6. Turn 6. This is his board now. He decided, you know. Very simple. Also, doesn't Thaddeus also have the lifesteal, but you cannot actually see the lifesteal because it would give you PTSD if you knew that that's the case? Isn't that fun? Isn't that weird? Like, oh, you drew one card that your deck revolves around. Wow, that's very interesting. It's like playing a slot machine. And everyone is addicted to that shit. But the weirdest thing, you know, it's he was at 3 health, and he turned the game upside down, inside out. With one card. And it would not be touched. The next patch, no need. It's the most fun card. Everyone's happy that it exists. Including me. Because it's not a Borkler. Fantastic. It still resets the fucking game. It still clears my board. It still summons this board on turn 6. So how am I supposed to compete against this bullshit? Oh, hi, Thaddeus. My favorite card. Also my favorite card. Alright, Dancer. You got me angry. Again. We're getting there. Another hit, basically. Minus 13. The historical moment. Bam! Now, the reason why Hearthstone is not suffering from too much damage is because 2 videos blew up. Alright? I need to catch my breath first. Can I, like, separate Naga spell? Why does it say Nage? No. I'm researching, bro. But I need examples. It's the easiest way. The reason why we have AI is because we stopped giving AI stupid codes like this, and we just said, do this instruction and figure out a way to do it until it fucking works. What? So you can do that, and it's searched separately, and adds to the search. But how can I do multiple words at once? Is my simple question. Just multiple words separately. Please. Has. Same as default. Has? Has? Naga? Has spell. Oh my fucking god, bro. This is how you do it? You say has a bunch of times? Wow. Thank you, Jesus. Maybe we will make a video about the has monsters. The monsters that have things. Fantastic. If only I knew. If only this was not counterintuitive whatsoever. You know, has. Fuck is that? No one's gonna type that shit in. Not only it's a has, it's a has with a fucking colon or whatever that shit is. Colon? I don't know, man. It's so fucking dumb, bro. So dumb. Oh, look at this shit. There's different, expansions. That would be... Some of them don't exist. But that's fine. What the fuck? Why do you need multiples? What's the point? Now it's just gonna bleed into... You know... I don't get it, bro. Yeah, we're gonna make a video about has. We're probably gonna look for like two keywords that defines a card. But it has to literally give you that one card without you learning the fucking name of the card. I want to see if I can do that with the most prominent and most played cards in the game. That would be quite interesting, right? But yeah, that's a story for another time. I'm just glad it's possible. I can tease people with it, even though it's supposed to be as easy as just typing the fucking words. And they should be searched separately anyways. Like, what's the difference? There's no difference. It's so much better if it's that way. Oh my god. Has. Do you like has? Do you like schools? Why you need this? Well, because you can't, when you're typing multiple words, you can't actually do this thing and that thing over there. What the fuck? What does it mean, minus and plus value? What does that mean? Oh, more or less? Ah, okay. It's a weird way to put it, but yeah, it's weird. It's fucking weird. Like, someone should be teaching these things. It's very basic things to show every now and then in your videos and stuff. Oh, look, rune. Wow, look at that. 2 blood runes. If only that applied to a lot of cards and not just one class. Very cool. Anyways, let's get the hell out of here. This is so stupid. Has. Do you have? Because I has. The reason why I'm aiming against has is because I'll have to type it many, many times now. Especially for that video. My brain is getting ready, warming up. The fucking has. What is that What is that has, man? It's not like a one word, one character that I have to type in. No, I have to has. It has to contain in there, guys. There's a whole word that contains in the card. It's very difficult to find it. What the fuck, man? Shouldn't it be backwards? It's very difficult to do it backwards because, like, what do you do with the space, you know? I don't. There's so many better ways to do this. It's hilarious, man. Of course, I'm just focusing on 2 things. Stupid patches, not getting a good Tavern Brawl, and then getting stupid Paladin games, basically. This one was fun. Guess what carried this priest game? Fucking location. This location is pretty fucking ridiculous. I thought it was like 3 points of durability. But it's still pretty powerful, as it is. You just played 2 of them, apparently. And I didn't even notice. So I thought it was like 3 charges or something. I killed a bunch of monsters. But because I didn't trade, he was able to abuse this location so much. It got weird really fast. So I had to just trade and not just go face as a lunatic. But literally my brain couldn't register that this thing exists, and this creates a lot of danger for me. I just couldn't bear with that thought. I had plenty of resources, I think. Didn't I? I mean, I play Shrub and continue playing the fucking game. Even if I get cleared. So yeah. But after getting cleared, now I'm in a very tough spot. It's weird. He didn't play like a Borkler? What happened there? Why would I give up in this position, specifically? Are you fucking kidding me right now? Dislocate. Does it open? I don't. It didn't open as well, so. But I just ran out of resources, that's why I actually gave up. Even though the board is kind of challenging against my opponent, I can't do nothing. We just destroy this druid, because fuck matchups, mirror matchups. No one can beat that. No one can beat me in those. I always brag about it, how I can defeat every druid in existence. Magically, you know. It's not like I'm a good player who knows how to build decks. It's actually it would be quite fascinating, because Hearthstone would be so weird. Discoveries like Fire Warrior, you know, Fire and Rage Warrior, would happen more often. Like, Warrior's up here because a new deck has been discovered that's winning a lot of games. Alright, Warrior would still be bottom 2 or something. So these discoveries are like the coolest thing in Hearthstone. And it's a very fun thing to share as well with other people. Because even YouTube is like excited to show me that video about Warrior not sucking ass anymore because someone put in the work. You can feel the fight. Also, I conceded because I have nothing to play for some reason. That also can happen. It's my favorite Hearthstone feature. Draw 7 drop, draw 5 drop. Can't play none of your cards. Congratulations. Now you're gonna be behind by 7 mana or something. Fuck yeah, dude. So you lose automatically. You shouldn't have put big cards in your deck. Yeah, that's like 3 cards and I drew 2 of them. So... And I still have to keep up with against Imp Warlock that can summon 9/9 on turn 4. It didn't do it now, but it would have done it if I let him do that. Alright? 9/9 incoming. Pending doom, basically. So I'm glad I unsubscribed, conceded. Alright, because we would have seen a nightmare scenario where I get a shitty top deck and my opponent plays a 9/9 on turn 4. Fantastic. Never needed to be nerfed, by the way, that little impy imp. Never. No need to nerf. Right now, Warlock is struggling, guys. So even with good cards, you know, Warlock can't keep up. Isn't that supposed to be included in every single Warlock deck, by the way? But I don't see it often enough. I don't know what's going on in Hearthstone. Because you can only, like, get a sliver of an experience. A sliver. And I don't play it every day. And that's the way I'm not supposed to even focus on Hearthstone. I'm not supposed to be addicted to this shit anyways. I'm not supposed to play every day. Just to know every little thing about Hearthstone. I'm supposed to be excited to explore every now and then, you know? But, neither Tavern Brawl works nor anything else, apparently. So that's cool. Another reduction. Bam, 14 now. It went down below 200 points. You can reach that checkpoint one more time, Hearthstone, no problem. This is where things get very awkward. The end of the video, the awkwardness begins. So, this, I probably lose right here. Because why would I play against another 4 mana 9/9? Success, and my hand sucks, as you can tell. Very playable cards. Absolutely excited to play the game right now. Same as I was before. But this is where things get... Okay. No, not here. There was a warrior matchup. And there was a priest matchup. 2 last games that tilted the fucking table so much. Well, no. It was just, like, stupid. Like, openings that I can't actually beat. Unbeatable openings. And they got it. And it's like, wow, I guess you win the game. Just like good old days with Shaman. 2 mana 10/10. Best opening ever. Plus fishes, you know. Piranhas in his hand. On top of that, you don't just get a 2 mana 10/10, no. You get a bonus. So upgrade my shit. What, am I going to show 3 games? Did I not show all the games? There was like Warrior. Right here. Oh, it's here? So that was turn 2, and I realized I don't think I can beat this board. Alright? And you know what happened. They play a 0 mana card, and they play a bunch of undead, and that's a very good opening. Why should I even bother dealing with this traumatic experience? And then this happened. So, I'm like, okay, let's record. This is interesting. He has a stereo totem. And he buffed the correct card, and on turn 3 he plays this. And now I am toast, because I can't clear the totem unless I use my hero power and a spell. That way I don't actually build any tempo. He technically generated 10 points of tempo on turn 3. And it sucks. It sucks balls. So I conceded that one too, instantly. Turn 3 concede, turn 2 concede, because fuck this shit, man. And then I concede against Warlock, because I don't have good cards. And that repeats twice as well. The greatest things have to come side by side, you know. The greatest experience have to repeat itself twice. Just to rub it in, you know. And then you have this on turn 3. He gets 8 points of tempo, because why not? Even by using hammer early, you get crazy amount of tempo. So that's cool. Well, I tried, and then I realized, oh, he has a super duper combo on top of that. So now he wins, because he has a lot of attack on his creatures and stuff. 12 attack to be exact, and I have no ways to actually fight back against that nonsense, so that killed me quickly. Turn 4 concede. No Borklers, no need. If you just have to have a very good opening move, basically. I mean, it's a comeback for aggro decks. I'm so excited about that. A bunch of really fast tempo decks trying to squeeze the greatest opening of all time every time. Because that's the only way you can actually win. You know, that's the funny thing about Hearthstone. People are desperate to win in the only way they know how, because the game doesn't make any sense. So the only thing they know is how to do a good opening and win that way. How to play one card and call it a Dancing Paladin. Dancing Cancer. What the fuck is that shit? Every single deck is so dumbed down, the way they play it, that it makes no sense to me. I'm here to be challenged and have fun, but instead everything is just dumbed down. Everything is smooth brain, so to speak. So you can't really have fun unless maybe you squeeze into higher ranks. But how am I supposed to do that when I lose to stupid strategies anyways? They're stupid strategies and they win. That's the weirdest shit about Hearthstone, bro. Like, where are we right now? How did this happen? Obviously, I play a shitty deck. Don't blame me for that, okay? Druid is in the middle, sandwiched in. It's not supposed to be that bad, right? Normally, I just take like a token deck and just improve it. But right now, it's just big Druid and my favorite name of all time, the Druid deck. Isn't that exciting? The Druid. It's a control fucking variant of Cancer. I don't care about this shit. So you can clearly see that I'm not playing a typical Druid deck. And I'm not supposed to expect a lot of victories. But the fact that the stupidest strategy wins, and if they can't clear my board, they just lose. That is unbearable pain. So let me just shove in the last points of damage and wrap it up. Alright? At least we're not playing 10 mana cards these days. Because that would be fucking tilting. At least the game is like actually interactive. We're not playing too many Borklers. I'm kind of excited. Because I came in expecting like Borkler after Borkler into a Borkler. And I got tempo into tempo. Everyone just playing that. Everyone just trying to get that special spicy opening that wins them the game. 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop, which is exactly what I've just heard from Warshak, so I guess I let him fucking speak. Please load.
I play the 1-mana card on turn 1, the 2-mana card on turn 2, 3-mana card on turn 3.
But those kind of sucked balls. So even though I let Warshak speak and sing and all that stuff, I'm not... This is not a highlight of how stupid this game is. But that's kind of the idea, you know? When it all just boils down to you just filling up the curve with the random cards that you get in your opening hand. If that's what wins you the game, are you fucking kidding me, bro? Are we back to arena mode? The thing that Kriparian complained about forever and ever? 1-drop into 2-drop into 3-drop into win! Congratulations! You win because you filled in the mana crystal successfully with your random hand. This has never been fixed. Hearthstone core gameplay will never actually change. Because that one, they don't want to change no matter what happens. Fucking the end of the world is happening. They will not change the core of the game. Even though starting with 1 mana, and then 2 mana and 3 mana clearly is not working out very well. It's just not working out. Then you have to craft really crazy 10-drop cards, or like big cards that do crazy things, and then 1-drops can still break the game when you just play them on curve and stuff. You know. But you need a comeback mechanic like lifesteal Thaddeus and stuff. You know, my favorite comeback way. What the fuck is this shit, man? But that's the crazy 10-mana card. Like, I'm trying to wrap my head around the nonsense, man, that I have been suffocated with for so long. There is hope. There is hope. Has spell. Yeah, you get the same thing, right? So I only have to type has 1 time, not twice. And hopefully with just two words, I can find any card I need. Hopefully. That would make cards very unique. And stuff. But they only have a few words in there. It's not a book to read. But it's still unique. Every effect like is supposed to be unique. So that's a video for another day. I am upset. Hearthstone is still unplayable. Because it's still a fucking slot machine. That is probably the worst part. It's a slot machine. You can maybe figure out how to counter the openings of your opponents, but you still have to have very strong mid-range cards that sort of clear the board a little bit, and that is not available. Only a few classes can enjoy board clears, which are also buffed recently. Holy Nova buffed, Consecration buffed. Paladin can actually abuse against other tempo decks the fact that they have 3-mana Consecration. This is fucked up, man. Where's my board clear? I also want to deal 6 damage with 3 mana. Oh, thank you. I'll take that. What the fuck is this shit? Anyways, I gotta go. Again, I'll just punch it a little bit. One last time, boys. One last punch. Wow, 160 combat. Only with Hearthstone. Here's a summary that I've made. They don't know how to nerf cards, clearly. They just don't know how to do that. So maybe educate themselves on how to nerf cards. Why did they try this fucking... They're just playing with emotions. They just don't... they're just trying new things constantly, which is like, no, that's not what the game needs. If you doing power creep, you didn't try not doing power creep all of a sudden, so you're gonna keep doing that. So why nerfs all of a sudden turned into buffs into whatever the fuck this patch is? Because I don't feel like it has many nerfs whatsoever. Does it contain a nerf? Let's remind ourselves. Does it? Blightfang, not a nerf. If it's a legendary card and it's barely problematic, I don't think it's a nerf, my friends. Not a nerf, not a nerf. Basically not necessary. Probably not necessary. Probably there's another problematic combo piece. Because this is just technically a tempo card that's not supposed to do much at all. But okay, that's fine. It allows you to summon too many things. Oh no, mana cheating. How did they come up with that one? Maybe a nerf. I've never seen this card, so I don't know. I don't care about Anubarak, to be honest. Late game, technically not a nerf. You can do crazy things in late game. I don't give a fuck. Blightfang, not a nerf. This, another legendary. I don't give a fuck. There's like one nerf. This card I would love to be nerfed. That's fine. One nerf, congratulations. One nerf that I can fucking agree with, and I expected that one. And this one is also like a half a nerf because I don't like this. This is also half a nerf. Everything else, I don't know what the fuck this shit is. I never had troubles with Demon Hunter. I did not had troubles with it. All right. What is that? 5 not nerfs and 2 nerfs, basically. 2 half nerfs and 1 nerf. They definitely know what nerf is. Last time we got 2 nerfs too. Last time we got the same amount of nerfs, even though there was like 20 buffs or something. Same amount of nerfs. Because this shit doesn't change anything. Why is Druid being hit in the first place? It's the only deck that they can play in the first place. What the fuck is happening? They forgot how to nerf cards for some reason. Someone just told in their headquarters is like, if we nerf cards, we give too much dust to people and stuff. Something like that happened in their brains. Some kind of fucking greed mode activated. Fucking hate this shit, man. I don't want to lose on turn 4. I don't want to concede just because on turn 4 I already lost the advantage. Completely. And have no Borklers to come back. Because some people get a Borkler for 3 mana, and I don't get Borklers whatsoever. Oh wow. How fair is that? Now I need a Borkler like that because it's so good. And now it's good. Everyone needs one of those. You know, if you like make a burger cost half a dollar, everyone wants to buy it. And it's like, oh, there's discrimination. Black people can't buy half dollar burgers, unfortunately. You have to buy it for like $5. Congratulations. Then you have Dancing Lunatic. I need Tavern Brawls to fucking work properly because that's the most fun I ever had and I will ever have. Maybe Arena works, but everyone complains about Arena, so probably doesn't work. And then everything that happens, including this Demon Hunter bullshit, is top 1000 legend, as always. Is the only fucking vocal group, apparently. I want everything to be fucking exactly proper and stuff. And I want to be listened to by Blizzard. I want to be in Blizzard's ear, buzzing all around. And the actual player base doesn't fucking matter, right? Where I'm stuck with playing against fucking idiots. And I don't want to play against people who rope all the time. Is that too much to ask? For so long, we can't have that. Also, I forgot to mention, can I have stats of who I played against? Last 30 games, maybe? No? Too much to ask? Just some basic stats as well would be nice. Thank you very much. Alright, I don't even need to do actual battle. I'll just rant at the into oblivion. Welcome to -15. Alright? Unless this video blows up and then Hearthstone is the best game ever. Because people care about me all of a sudden. Bye guys. See you guys next time. Very exciting stuff.